Hey, I tell you what, Monte Ellis is going to be a non-factor in this one.
Would you listen to that? That is some leadership right there. We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been putting on a clinic, Clark, and it has been fun to watch. I mean, with all the calls and bounces that have gone their way as well, it just seems like this is their time.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee, all brought to you by State Farm. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. Luke Richard and Baamute out there with Gooden, and it's Dallenberg in at the center position. And for the Heat, Clutch in at two-guard. LeBron James is out there with Al Harrington. Then it's Allen, and it's Wade in at point guard. Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Wade over Jennings. Wade, good.
And you look at Monte Ellis, obviously such a talented scorer. I think the weakness in Ellis's game is defensively. He has to guard a lot of bigger players at that two spot. And so it can be tough for him with certain matchups.
Here's Jennings. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. On the run, but he made the adjustment. Jennings has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Going back to Monte Ellis defensively, being smaller can be a challenge, but we see 6'3" players, Delonte West, for example, who do pretty well defending twos. Is size, Clark, here the only issue?
You know, that's part of it, Kevin. I think you've got to look at it in total context. Size is one element of it, but how tough is a guy? How willing is he to bang and body up against guys that are taller than him? What are his basketball instincts? Those are the things that allow you to play a little bigger than you are. And you mentioned Monte. He's a terrific athlete, so he can do that when he's locked in and focused.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Scott Skiles. Doris?
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Clutch, following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Wade outside. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Good. Wade's got 6.
Good luck trying to figure out how to defend this guy. It's a major order and hard to come up with an answer for him.
It's amazing to think that Scott Skiles, the Bucks coach, is in his 13th season as a head coach in the NBA, 4th with Milwaukee. He's a very defensive-minded, no-nonsense type of guy.
Ellis, that's good.
Well, he's come out strong offensively, hitting a good percentage out there right now.
LeBron drives.
Oh, look out, man!
Tell you what, whether there's an opening or not, this guy's going to attack the rim regardless.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Jennings. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Jennings.
Here's Ellis. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Toronto.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Clock at 6. The drive by Jennings. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute, they didn't care for that one.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because didn't really need to double clutch there.
Ellis with it. Picked up by Harrington. It's hauled in by the Heat. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it was a good win. Ball movement, offensive spacing, efficiency. They were just really solid at that end of the floor.
And when they got hot, they were impossible to cool down. That was the case throughout the game.
Now, here's Mbamute after Al Harrington's miss. Ellis outside. Over Allen. They get it again. Ellis outside. From deep. Passes it to Mbamute. The feed now to Jennings. Tries yet again. Rebound by Ray Allen.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Defense right there. Way too soft.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Raptors.
Yeah, and in that game, Kevin, I thought they shared the ball, they spread the floor, they shot it well. They were just so efficient offensively.
You're all over it, Steve. Everything you said is right on point. The way they moved the ball, they created so many high-percentage shots.
Here's Wade. After the made shot from Monte Ellis. Wade drives in, blows the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Jennings can't get that one to fall. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat to the inside and taken away by Ellis. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Free throw good, Ellis.
Monte Ellis is a tremendously talented guard, but only one playoff appearance in his 7 NBA seasons, and that's been frustrating for him. He's a guy who's put up some big numbers, but I'm sure he'd like to see more playoff success in his future.
And the Bucks making a change here. Udo's checked in. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Here's Ellis. Here is Mbamute. Sinks that one from the post.
And a really poor job boxing out there, guys. A momentary lapse in concentration, I think.
Tries for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And Steve, you mentioned Monte's frustration in the past, being able to win a championship, a division title, or just, be above 500, on a consistent basis. But he's really worked on, Clark, not wearing all those emotions on his sleeve as much. To stay positive, to be a good leader.
Yeah, to be a little more even-keeled, make sure the dedication to the team is uppermost in his mind, and being patient as well as striving for excellence. That's a delicate line to walk, but he's making progress in doing that.
Milwaukee in the lead. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Overall, offensively, it was not pretty for them in that game. Obviously, Clark, I guess when you look at the final score, that's pretty clear.
Yeah, they had to be extremely frustrated by their effort or lack thereof at the offensive end of the floor. It just wasn't there. A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
He dishes it to Lewis. Down low. Here's Clutch. And good on the basket. Book it. And it's a tie ball game.
Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Ellis dishes to Harris. Mbamute, a screen on Lewis. Harris kicks to Mbamute, and he converts the layup. Mbamute has got his second bucket of the night.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Here's Clutch. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Over Mbamute. Again, the Heat, good for 2. The Bucks shooting to start out this game about 43%. Here's Ellis. Wade with the block, and he's able to get it back.
Well, he's a long-armed shot blocker, already a terrific NBA defender. And, Kevin, I think he'll get better as he gains more experience in his career.
Yeah, that's what's open. Miami trailing. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Harrington backing down to the paint. Out to Wade. too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And the Heat making a change here. Allen's checked in, and then for Milwaukee, Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Prisbilla. And it's Gooden in for Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock, so they take the lead. Clutch has got 6. So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 1. Ellis with it. 10 points for him. Dishes to Gooden. Kicks to Jennings. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Knocked loose. Gooden defended by Allen. And here's Ellis for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Allen's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Wade drives in. Here's Clutch. Powers down the dunk.
Yeah, he's giving that breakaway rim a workout.
Yeah, he powered it down and then hung around.
Strong finish, and he just wanted to sit there and savor it for a second.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jennings kicks to Gooden. It's back to Jennings. The dish to Gooden, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's LeBron. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
Here's Clutch. And he knocks it down.
That's got to feel good, ending the quarter on a positive note.
Yeah, you would know that feeling well, my friend, wouldn't you?
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down. Ellis with a screen on Chalmers. Udrich the pass to Ellis. Harris outside. Six on the shot clock. No good. That would have tied it.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively. Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. But I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
Clutch.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
No soft stuff out of this guy.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. LeBron with the bucket.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
There's a good screen. And it's Ellis penetrating. Shot from the wing. That doesn't go either for Ellis. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. LeBron James third.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball. Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Now Udrich. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Pass to Ellis. He feeds it to Prisbilla. Back to Ellis. Ellis left side. Fires for 3. Gets it to go. Ellis has got 15.
He had no luck from the three-point line earlier, so maybe this one will give him some momentum.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Ellis. The kick out to LeBron. Backing down. The shot, no good. The Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Henson. And the rejection by LeBron.
He hasn't been one of their key guys tonight, but they are still winning despite his lack of production.
Anthony's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Allen drives in, and Chris Billis sends it back. Here's Udrich. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Lets it go with the 3. Cole with the rebound.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Clutch. And they will call over the back on the play.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
James Jones, he's checked in for Miami. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Here's a look at some stats for Monte Ellis. Since the All-Star break, he's been superb. First in steals, 10th in scoring, and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
And just to mention his steals again, Steve, he's one of those guys who in a zone where it's like he knows what the other guys are doing. His anticipation is excellent. I mean, it's almost psychic.
And Ellis drops them both. Here's LeBron. He's got 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
You know, when you're guarding LeBron, you'd prefer him taking outside jumpers. He's a solid shooter, a much improved shooter, but he's so devastating and demoralizing going inside. You'd much rather force him to take challenge perimeter shots.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't. Oh, man, what a play!
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
They don't seem to have many answers for him in this game. He's doing a terrific job out there. Outstanding work.
Miami trailing. Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. He passes to Cole. He kicks to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Over Udrich. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now here's Ellis. 19 points in the game. Easy shot. And the jumper falls for him. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Clutch from outside off the mark. The Bucks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Cole's got the ball. That's good. Cole's got his first basket of the night. And the Bucks, they're shooting 44% from the field in the second. There's the pass to Chris Billis. Pass to Udrich. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Ellis. And it's Miami with the rebound. Inside. And there's the feed to Cole. And the dunk by LeBron. And the Heat lead by 1. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Chris Billis with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. He dishes it to Ellis. It's blocked. Dunleavy dishes to Ellis. Gets it to go. Ellis has got 25 points. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. LeBron drives in. That is good.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
The Bucks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Now Udrih. Ellis outside. Launches it. They get it back. And he drops it in following the offensive rebound.
A tight game here. Neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboards.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
Here's Cole. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Clutch. Power down with both hands.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
That's good.
And what an incredible quarter he's having. He's unstoppable right now.
It's LeBron with the drive. Here's Clutch. Kicks it to Jones. Shot clock at 6. And the Heat get another bucket right there. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Ellis kicks to Udrih. Dishes it to Dunley. It's Ellis on the wing. From about 16. Scooped up. Second chance shot. Gets the bucket. Ellis has got 29. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Now here's LeBron. He's guarded by Prisbilla. Allen outside. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Allen's got 5.
Well, guys, he's a tremendous spot-up shooter. Even with a hand in his face, he can knock down that jump shot. Very solid in terms of his focus and his concentration.
And with him, given how well he shoots the ball, sometimes it doesn't matter how tight the defense is on him. As long as his shot isn't blocked, chances are he's knocking it down.
And so here is Miami, trailing by 2. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Some good matchups out there. That Washington Wizards game definitely worth checking out.
That gives them the lead. 5 points in the game.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Udrih can't hit.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
To the middle. And there's the 3-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Heat leading by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Another NBA season is about to wrap up, but there's still an awful lot to talk about. A close game at American Airlines Arena, the Heat battling against Milwaukee. Tremendous defensive effort out there. They're challenging every shot and sending them into the third row. An impressive first half for LeBron. He's got 14 points. He's been getting it done on both ends of the court. Look at the assists. Look at the rebounds. It's all adding up to a great first half. Also a strong first half for Milwaukee. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. A great performance by Monte Ellis in the first half. He's got 29 points, been outstanding on the defensive side of the court as well, gotten the job done on the glass too. And that'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Second half is just around the corner. Thanks so much for stopping by.
A magnificent view of glowing high-rises in downtown Miami as we welcome you back.
What a game for Ellis. He has 29 points, and defensively, he's had a couple of thefts as well.
I tell you, he's put a lot of effort to come up with those, Clark. He's not taking any possessions off at either end of the court.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. Gooden is out there with Luke, Richard, and Bahamute. And it's Dallenberg in at the 5 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ellis, and that one's good. Ellis has got 31.
That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy 2.
LeBron James on the wing. With the lead pass, Harrington. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
The Heat shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Great open look there. 34 points for Ellis.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
There's Clutch. The dish to Harrington. Beyond the arc. And it's Ellis with the rebound. Ellis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Bahamute the pass to Gooden. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Heat with the lead. Here's Clutch. He's got 16. Harrington for 3. And it's good. Harrington's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not a lot going wrong for them on offense in the early part of the third. I mean, that's 3 makes on 4 tries now.
Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. It's hauled in by the Heat. Wade's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. Steve, a resounding dunk.
Yeah, a take-no-chances slam, guys. Well, he didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, contested it, and then got back straight to the glass. You know, when you look at Dwayne Wade, when he's standing next to LeBron James, he doesn't look that big, but you forget Wade is 6'4" and almost 230 pounds. So he is built like a tight end, has that incredible speed, and with his skills at that 2-guard spot, he is just impossible to stop.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
That was a nice replay. Brought to you by Sprite. And speaking of Wade and his tremendous athleticism. Oh!
Look out! Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time. Dwayne Wade, a player who's dealt with some injuries over the years. Matter of fact, he deals with bad migraines from time to time. He actually looked into playing with tinted goggles to help with that, but the league wouldn't allow it. They said it would prevent defenders from seeing his eyes.
And going back to Wade and those migraines you were talking about, Clark, the league said he couldn't wear tinted goggles. Might have been a stylish look, but Steve, they said that it was an unfair advantage.
That was a surprising ruling, Kevin. I'm not sure where the advantage would come. I guess because you can't see his eyes, that it would put the defender at a disadvantage. But still, you'd think they would give the guy a break with migraine headaches. Got such a good feel for his shot today, in a really good groove.
Jennings against Wade. He feeds it to Ellis. From the corner. And the call will be against Drew Gooden. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
And finished off by LeBron.
And it has been total domination on their part.
Yeah, they haven't put the parking brake on at all. They're continuing to go full throttle and pile up the points.
18 feet out. Shots good by Ellis. Ellis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, that certainly sent a ripple through the crowd.
Yeah, no, alley-oop always does that. One of the most beautiful plays you'll see in all of basketball. Yeah, it's impossible not to be impressed.
Yeah, very exciting play to see that.
Especially when it ends with that big slam like that one.
Hasn't had a whole lot of misses here in the quarter. Very sharp shooting right now. It's fun to watch.
They better get a move on. Harrington. And Ellis with the block. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Miami with the ball. Here's Clutch. He's got 20. Allen right side. Allen right side. LeBron outside. Here's Clutch. 6 to shoot. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
Jennings dishes to Udrih. It's back to Jennings. And it's blocked.
You know, it might not be the biggest margin, but don't take what they've done on the boards for granted. I mean, it's been a strong area for them in this game.
Well, you know, Clark, I mean, it all adds up. You do a little bit better job here, a little better job there, and you look up, it makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
Feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. And Udrih kicks to Gooden. Al Harrington grabs the board.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Wade up top. Here's Clutch. Off the drop step. Allen passes to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. Takes a three. That's good. Clutch has got 9 points here in the second half.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
He kicks to Udrih. There's the pick. He passes it to Gooden. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat leading by 16. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Jennings. Back to Wade. Pass to Harrington. Goes up with a stripe. Rebound, Milwaukee. Dallenberg's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Floats a runner. And another basket for Milwaukee. Here's LeBron. He's got 22. The pass to Harrington. Here's Clutch. Rejected by Jennings. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Clutch. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Clutch has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys? He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest of his team to start kicking in a little bit.
Here's LeBron. Gets it to go. LeBron's now got 24. Bucks trail by 16. And here's Jennings. He's got 10. Passes it to Gooden. Over Harrington. Shot denied. Down low. Wade hammers it home.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 18.
This Friday night.
As the 4th quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. Right now, everything has been going their way, and they've taken advantage of their chances. Looks like it's going to be theirs for the taking, and they're 1 quarter away from the win.
Thanks, Doris. clutch in at shooting guard. Allen out there with Al Harrington, and it's LeBron James, and it's Wade in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end. Well, Ellis is just a dynamic scorer, as we all know. A penetrator, a lane runner. He's a guy who can absorb contact in transition and still finish off plays. Just one of the best perimeter players that we have in this league.
He really is. He's all.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. On the wing, Ellis.
Well, you know, you look at the success of teams like Oklahoma City who built through the draft. I mean, teams starting to emulate that method for building up talent, but it takes patience. I think some are starting to question the incentives when teams are, in a sense, getting bad to get good. I think it's worth examining if that's the best model for the league to incentivize.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gooden dishes to Ellis. Let's go. Here's Dallenberg. LeBron with some nice deep.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. Going back to what Clark just talked about, Steve, some call it tanking for draft.
I just can't imagine that we'll see one better than that tonight.
I'm with you on that, aren't you, Steve?
Oh, yeah, I'd be shocked if we saw something more entertaining than that one.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Jennings kicks to Ellis. Over Wade. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Heat leading by 20. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Clutch. Makes the lead pass. Clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Ellis. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 6 rebounds now in the game. With the drop step.
This is a very interesting area. The topic of sleep science. We've talked about it before, and as the studies continue, the results just get more and more compelling. Researchers now say that athletes should get 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day. They say it improves reaction time, cognitive function, and releases natural growth hormones to improve recovery. So sleep in, young fellas, sleep in.
Offensive rebound, and it's Gooden with the jam.
Look at that effort. Does he set a great example out there or what?
On plays like that, he does, sure. What work on the offensive glass we see with him.
Yeah, that was awesome. Put back with the slam. Are you kidding me?
For 3, Harrington. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 21. Well, you talk about the need for good sleep. A study showed that Stanford players who got adequate sleep shot 9 percentage points better from three-point range and from the free throw line. Steve, Clark, I'm looking at you guys. You could have had monster numbers.
Hey, I tried to tell my wife all those years when we were raising young kids, honey, I need 9 to 10 hours of sleep tonight. You've got to be the one to get up and feed them.
Ellis against Wade. Wade with the block. The Heat leading by 21. Here's Clutch. LeBron James on the wing. For 3, Harrington. And again, Miami with the triple.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
They know Udrich. He's checked in for the Bucks.
One of the things about playing in the Western Conference, Kevin, is the travel can be very difficult. In the East, most of the cities are a lot closer together. But in the West, you can rack up some serious frequent flyer miles in a hurry because you're flying really all over the place.
Here's Clutch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Steve, as you said, all that travel can take a toll on a team. Still, usually the West has done better in the past against the East.
Well, Kevin, obviously talent has a lot to do with it. I mean, if you've got great talent, you're going to be able to win more games on the road, regardless of how far you have to travel. But I do think there is a toll on teams like Portland or Miami that are, really tucked away in far corners of the country and have longer trips throughout the season.
Here is a screen on Chalmers to stop the run. Gets it to go.
What a great example of how to set a good pick. He really allowed his man a wide open look.
The Heat leading by 23. The feed to Miller. Joel Prisbilla comes up with the rebound. Prisbilla's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Snatched up. Harris. Good work hanging in there, getting his own rebound and hitting a second chance shot.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. LeBron, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Harrington comes in for Shane Battier. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Mike Miller. Chalmers off the pick from LeBron. The tray. That's good. Clutch has got 32 points.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Jennings against Wade. Inside. Here's Gooden. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Gooden's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's really ramping it up now.
He'd have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Here's Clutch.
Well, one goal of the new collective bargaining agreement was to make it so that there was more parity in the league. That is where teams had a better chance to compete year to year. But, you look at the title winners, a lot of it still comes down to how much luck you have in the draft. I don't know that you can legislate parity. It comes down to who has the most talent, and basically that's up to either luck in the draft or what kind of job each team does putting a team together.
You've really got to be exactly on the same page to connect on that long alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
Yeah, the pass and the catch, both next to impossible. They pulled it off.
Jennings with the ball. Wade picks him up. Releases. Goes back up. And Baamute can't get it to go.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's Wade. And that one's good. Wade's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And Steve, what you said about how winners are built, a lot of it does come down to luck, I think, in so many ways.
Yeah, you have to win the lottery in the right year, or maybe just pick the right guy when nobody else is high on him. And I mean, there's some luck involved. There's no question. But that's just the nature of it, and that's kind of life. There's always an element of luck in everything, but you've got to also make your own luck. You've got to be well prepared for that opportunity when it arises.
Harrington can't get it to go.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I really like the way he settled down here after that sloppy first half. Doing a much better job taking care of the ball.
Ray Allen is checked in for the Heat. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Milwaukee. Ellis comes in for Beno Udrih. He dishes it to Ellis. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 8th assist in the game. The Heat leading by 21. LeBron outside.
Well, no question, playing in front of these big crowds brings a lot of pressure as well as excitement. A recent study found that for home players in clutch situations, they tended to excel in effort tasks like offensive rebounding, but struggled in the focus tasks like shooting free throws. Very interesting.
Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
He has such a great feel for how a missed shot is going to come off the rim. Really plays those angles well. That's exactly why he consistently beats defenders to the ball.
Clark, going back to that study, I guess players on the away team didn't have that same struggle shooting free throws in the clutch. Did you notice that too, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's easier to shoot free throws on the road because the crowd is against you. Whereas at home, if you miss, you hear the crowd gasp and they're so disappointed, and you feel that disappointment. So as a result, you feel more pressure. It's kind of an ironic twist, but I think it's definitely the case.
Milwaukee with the ball. Got that one up quick. Ellis has got 10 points in the quarter.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
The Heat leading by 21. Here's Clutch, and taken away by Ellis. Jennings drives in. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Brandon Jennings.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Here's Clutch. Kicks it to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Harrington, good in defending. And the Heat, another three.
Boy, you can really see the confidence they have from beyond the arc this half. It's visible and palpable.
And I'd throw tangible in there too, Clark. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing out there, knocking down everything. Visible, palpable, and tangible.
Ellis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
Here's Clutch. Back to Harrington. Allen left side. Here's Clutch. Lots of room. And there's another one for the Heat.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Ellis outside. Goes up on the high post. Rebound by the Heat.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Wade, he's guarded by Jennings. And the shot is good. That's 28 points for Wade.
He's yet to miss in the quarter. Flawless efficiency from the field. I like it.
Ellis goes in. Al Harrington grabs the board. Heat shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're closing this game out in style. I mean, I like what they're doing here, competing till the very end.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Clutch.
To all the and $100 billers. For real, who ain't got no feelings. Check it out.
You guys were rolling tonight, and you really seemed to be feeling it with your shot. How much of a factor did that play in the win?
Oh, it's nice to get on a little bit of a roll, and even nicer when we end up winning the game. I just kept getting open, and the guys were getting me the ball at the right time. So yeah, I guess my performance was a factor in the win, but the team as a whole made it happen as part of executing our offense the way it's supposed to be run. It definitely wasn't just me. Definitely.